Hi everybody, this is Dennis from the Dennis and Andy Show. I'm going to do a full review of Blade Runner 2029, issues 1, 2, and 3. We're going to start out, this one is by Mike Johnson, Andres Guinaldo, and Marco Lesko. Let's just take a look, should we? I had done a couple of quick flips of these. The kind of background for it, early in the 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robotic evolution into the Nexus phase, being virtually identical to a human known as a replicant. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. Replicants who escaped and returned to Earth were hunted by special police squads known as the Bladerunner units, with orders to kill any trespassing replicant upon detection. In 2022, radical elements with the replicant underground detonate an EMP device over Los Angeles, destroying Tyrell Corporation's Nexus databases and making it easier for escaped replicants to resettle on Earth. Soon, all the replicants were banned and the Tyrell Corporation declares bankruptcy. In 2027, Ahana, known as Ashina, a former Blade Runner, rejoins the department to hunt down the fugitive replicants. Her superiors are unaware that her loyalties are divided. So we take this, and this goes back 12 years. It starts off in 2017. And first of all, you can take a look at the art and see what you think's going on. See how you like it. You can see that there's somebody was coming in, had basically called in, heard you were the big one, Jotun. So I got the big one. She goes, how'd you find me? Well, I know people like Mr. Malcolm here. He goes, so you can tell this is a replicant. This is how it works. You basically call it in, the skin jobs disappear. He cashes in both ways. And he's kind of like, I just didn't want innocent people hurt. Well, obviously, the replicants being faster, more agile, and stronger, he snaps his neck. He winds up surviving. And Jotun's going, I'm not going to kill you. I want you to go back and tell them that you fail. Tell them that a replicant beat you. He showed you mercy. I'm leaving now to live freely. You will never find me again. So I'm pretty sure we all know that this is going to come back at some point to haunt her. 12 years later, it's the year 2029. This is one of my smaller bedrooms, but like the view. Just check that out. That's just a really cool shot. She walks in. I'm not her friend. What is this? Who are you? Been watching you. I know what you do to the replicants that you buy. And basically she tranquilizes him. He goes, did you? No, the law hasn't evolved enough for that. Tonight is the last time anybody buys you. Are you going to kill me now? No, you're coming with me. But you're a Blade Runner. Yes. You kill replicants, the ones that deserve it. Not you. My bosses don't need to know how you disappeared just as long as you do. Welcome to your afterlife. So that's kind of an interesting, it talked about her being divided. You can see he helps her shave her head, basically find a new identity, and then disappears. So Ash is an interesting Blade Runner, being the fact that she doesn't just kill them outright, they disappear. She's got a relationship. It says, keep doing it and I'll get you fixed. You do. Wait a minute. On my way to the case sergeant, he goes, I need you on something new, something important. And he's like, seawall, what about it? Anonymous tip. There's a skin job working the construction. You know how it is. So the seawall is important because the seawall, they've had a lot of catastrophic events going on, like tidal waves and stuff like that. Here's a beautiful picture of the seawall. So they're building this. And even then, it's like no wall is going to be big enough next time. Well, this is just a massive undertaking. It's that, when they have these flooding, the tidal waves, that it's going to keep out this way, it doesn't destroy the city and everything like that. Hello there. Must have been here for a while, got sloppy. Notice everyone else is wearing helmet. He's not. She walks up, hey, can you help me with, I made a mistake. What was I thinking? He goes up, runs away. She, of course, climbs. Stay there. I just want to talk. Yotan redeems, and he launches himself off and kills himself. Yotan. Now, there's a name she hasn't heard in a while. He goes, but I must find him again. So we kind of knew it was going to come back. Interesting story that apparently these two are going to be intertwined. We started in issue number 2. This particular cover is one of the Peach Momoko covers. So now a new case leads Ash to believe that the Nexus 6 replicant who evaded her capture, which would be Yotan, is alive, and somehow his lifespan has been extended. He should have been dead by now. So we go into a new scene. You see a couple of, let's call them well-to-do upper societies. And he's like, more of this infidel, Ducasse, please. And then he and the missus, they're doing it. These are replicants, we know it, but they've treated him right, you find out. And all of a sudden she's like, oh no, Genevieve, how is this happening? What have you done? The replicant goes in and, looks like they provided the very keys. So the replicant poisoned him and then removed the eyeball. So it was kind of like, ew. He goes, they keep the key safe, so the replicants are in there talking, and he goes, I don't understand. Now they switch over, and Ash is in. He goes, I don't know what else to say. As far as I can tell, he is not a replicant. Go ahead and check the eye for yourself. There's no serial numbers. They should have been, unless they were removed, basically. So they're trying to understand. See, replicants, just like other parts, they have serial numbers on them. So this is kind of a mystery that's coming into play right now. Why would replicants kill their masters, particularly ones that treated them well, remove their eyeballs unless they're trying to do swaps? Anyway, Ash winds up going, bang, bang. Hey, we need in. This might not be a good idea. Yeah. Anyway, she lets her in. We've got new customers coming in daily. They don't all know you. Is that a warning, Sally? Nah, I know you can rumble. It's just, she goes down into it. And here's an underground. So think of it like Prohibition, where, they had the speakeasies and, underground, your high society types that weren't allowed to drink in the open could go here. It's the same thing, but these are all skin jobs. These are all replicants. So they're basically all hiding out, but because she helped save a lot of them, she's the only non-replicant that's allowed on the inside of the establishment. Good evening, Anna. Hi, Evelyn. They start having small chat. Evelyn, need your ear. Always open for you. Does the name Jotun mean anything? Oh, Jotun. There's a quick head that turns around. Nope, not anybody here recently. All of a sudden, the redhead, it goes off in a hurry. She spots her. Ooh, wow. Gonna have to find out where the redhead's going. So she goes chasing out after her, and Ash, the Bladerunner's finding out there, jumping over stuff, going down. She goes, I shouldn't be sloppy, but tonight she was impatient. You can see she's sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden, boom! Oh, my back brace saves me painfully. So she's been an injured Bladerunner, so she's got some braces and stuff to help her out. She goes, Anna. She's fine. He goes, don't suppose she'll be back soon. Well, she did leave something behind. So she left a purse and is able to use an ID. She's able to track her back down, goes into her apartment, actually finds pictures. That's really interesting. She finds out. So the task asks, where are they coming from? So they're starting to unpiece the fact that there are Bladerunners that they have no record of showing up, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Issue 3 opens up. This one's also a Peach Momoka cover. Ash's activities brought her to the attention of Jotun, the Rogue Nexus 6, that she failed to capture 12 years ago. He has lived far past his inception date. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Her lover's name is Freyza. She's the leader in the Replicant Underground. And they're like, Terrell never understood his creations. He believed them to be weak in the mind, strong in the body. But these new children, these are members of our family. They don't need memories gifted to them. They don't need memories that basically, just control them. That's what he wants to do. So Yodam says that they will create memories of their own, living lives free from control of another, free from fear, lifespans not dictated by the whims of commerce and the limit of engineers. But he's like, truly, am I any better than Terrell? You know better than that. Terrell only sought to, create the nexuses for profit. You restore life to save the world, to redeem it. These are Terrell's children, yes, but you are not him. She goes, basically, you don't overexert yourself. You need to relax. Again, typical. This is a beautiful shot, very reminiscent of the Bladerunner movies. It's just really cool. So she's having conversations, showing some surveillance footage that wasn't available, finding out that this could be a replicant sending a message because that was I guess you call him the master with his eye removed. Replicant snap detective, you know it, you've lived it. One snapped harder than most. So the chief is basically saying, look, this was just a replicant that snapped, but Ash knows better, so she's going to follow leads. Oh, Ruskin, what a mess. So she's digging through everything. I don't know why I was chosen. Why me out of all the born to burn so brightly? Why did I live beyond my given lifespan? Why so many of my kindred fell? It's because of my sacrifice, your sacrifice on my behalf. Basically, you give me life. Who volunteers for Jotun? Who gives himself so many that we may light our way? I give. Dukasi, ever faithful, but I need you here, basically, not there. He goes, you are the strong one, Jotun. We all need you. So basically, allow me this honor. You can see they hook up. They're basically doing like a blood transfusion, and that is extending his lifespan. So we find out that they have found a way with Jotun being able to take the other ones, probably from his series, and able to basically do a transfusion to help make him strong again. So that's how he's prolonging his life, which is pretty interesting because that's not something that, through any of the movies or any of the other comics so far, I know that they've been able to discover this. The redhead, who he knows, hi Layla, I saw her, the one you spoke of, the hunter from years ago. She spoke your name to others. She hunts you still. Of course she does. She was built to do so. Built not like you or I, but constructed nonetheless by circumstances and intent. Find her again. So basically, Ash is following up on the leads. She noticed something's wrong in her apartment. She goes, this is not an ambush. It feels like one. It could have been. I hope you don't mind myself to help the nerves. You were composed when you knocked the door off the taxi last night. I apologize. I panicked. She goes, you know Jotun? I do. He remembers you. He wants to see you. Did he kill Hyman Bask and Raskin the Bladerunner? No, not as such. He best if he explains it himself. How about you tell me where I can find him and we don't have to make a mess here and now. Yeah, I was hoping this wasn't going to happen. Bam. She whips the table all the way across. Just showing she's much stronger. She's choking her now, quiet. Basically knocks her unconscious, takes her back. Somebody sees her though, her girlfriend sees her. Stop, Ash. Oh. And she basically gets kidnapped and abducted. Can I help you, sir? Now we're on a new scene. This is, yes, Lily, if you'll please. They're trying to get into this fancy soiree on an airship. And he goes, we need verification. Oh, that won't be a problem. He pulls the eyeball that was stolen. No, snap, snap. And now redemption to be continued. So basically, what we determine is that Yotan is saving these other Nexus replicants that were never actually brought to life, doing something with their memories, allowing them to be born and create their own life form, just as he is extending his own life through some kind of a transfusion process. Some interesting concepts that they have going in here. The storytelling's quite good. I enjoy it. This is not boring at all. You kind of want to find out what's going on. As long as you're, I would say, a Blade Runner fan, I think you're really going to enjoy this. This coupled with like the Blade Runner origins and stuff is really filling in some pieces. I love the fact that we're getting a different perspective from, Ash going in on this. As a series, I'm going to give this a CGC rating of an 8.0. I think the art is solid in it. The storytelling is quite good. I think it's enjoyable for Blade Runner fans. I would like to see just a little more, but it's a solid a storyline. I'm going to keep this on my pull list. I hope everybody likes and subscribes to our channel. Leave your comments below. That way you can stay tuned as I put out new reviews and find out what you guys want to hear a little more about. We will talk to you all soon. Everything from our descriptions are in the description below. So check us on the YouTube and go into our details. And you can find all the different ways to contact us or watch us. We will talk to you all soon. Bye, everyone.